Look who decided to show up. Why hello there, zombie salamis, Naked Zombo here. And today I'm going to be ranking all the weapons in Ark Survival Evolved based on their effectiveness in stealth raids. S tier being the top effectiveness, something that you should always have in your pocket in a stealth raid, all the way down to trash tier. If it's in trash tier, you might as well feed them to your dodo as kibble. Now let's get started. So first up, we have the whip, which I think is a very useful, tactful weapon to use in any mission. The whip can be used to disarm your opponent and throw them off of whatever they're trying to do. They're trying to blow you up with a rocket launcher. Hey, you got a whip. You want that rocket launcher. You disarm them, steal their rocket launcher, and you blow them to smithereens. And I don't think we've ever used the whip in any stealth raid. We might have to try it sometime. Let me know in the comments if you guys want me to use a whip in a stealth raid. I'm going to go ahead and put this on tier S, even though I've never used it in a mission. And now we have a bow. I'm not sure which bow this is. A compound bow. So since we're talking about stealth raids, I would say a bow is actually a very good weapon to use. It's quiet. It's cool to use a bow in a raid. You get some cool points there. But is it a necessary weapon to use in a stealth mission? I wouldn't say so. But if you want to get into a base in and out without being noticed, a bow may just be a weapon for you to use in that case. I would put this one in C. Now we have a grenade. Now we have used a grenade in our stealth missions many times, and you wouldn't think it'd be useful for a stealth mission because it's a grenade and it's very loud. But we've used grenades in the past to distract enemies, and I think that is what it's good for. You stand outside somebody's base, you throw a grenade off in the distance, they hear it, and they run outside their base quickly to check out what's going on. Are they being raided? And they may just leave their door open, and that is a good chance for you to sneak inside. Or you could just use the grenades to blow a hole in their wall. But the grenades aren't the best for that. You might want to bring some C4 for that. Grenades, I'm going to put them in C. And what is this? A mini lightsaber? A 2-inch lightsaber? I don't know what this is. A chem light? I think if you have to use these in a stealth mission, then you're an amateur. You don't know what you're doing. If anything, you should be using night vision goggles. I'm going to put this in trash. Okay, what is this? An ocean bomb? A sea mine? I don't know what this would be used for in a stealth raid. Maybe once you've gotten your loot and you're trying to escape, you could put these all around so they could... I don't know. This is a very niche weapon to use. I'm going to go ahead and put this in trash. Okay, now I literally do not know what this is. So I'm just going to put this in question mark. Now we have a flamethrower. I don't believe we've used this in a stealth raid before. A flamethrower can be very useful if their base is made out of wood or thatch. Why use grenades or C4 to blow a hole in the wall when you could just burn the whole thing down? No explosives needed. It's not super loud, and it can be kind of fun to use. And if you're into burning things, it can be a useful thing to use. Although I've never used it in a stealth mission, so I don't know how practical it actually is. I'm going to go ahead and put this in D tier. Now we have a longbow. A longbow is one of the main weapons that we use in our stealth raids. One reason is because you can use tranquilizer darts in it. And tranquilizer darts are one of our most utilized weapons in our stealth raids. And the long neck can be used at great distances. Now we have our narcotic trip mines. These mines can be used on doorways. So when somebody walks outside of their base, they get a nice little surprise and they fall asleep. And the thing is, we don't even need to be there. We could set this all over their base. You could place them inside bushes so people can't even see them. You can place them inside bushes to reduce their visibility, and it knocks people unconscious. It doesn't kill them, which is not what the Dark Assassins do here, which is one of the codes of being a Dark Assassin. We're not here to kill. We're just here to steal. So once they're knocked out, you just take their stuff and run away. I would say this one is A or S tier. I can't decide. I'm going to say this is S tier. Oh, wait, you know what? One reason I'm not going to put it in S tier is because it doesn't instantly knock them out. There's a little delay. The target has to be exposed in the poison smoke long enough for them to be knocked out, which is a problem for this narcotic tripwire. I'm going to put that. That's going to set this to a B. If it knocked them out instantly, I would put this into an S. Now we have a pistol. I think the pistol is trash. It doesn't do enough damage. You're basically shooting grains of sand at people. I'm putting this in trash. Now we have the tech rifle. Tech rifle, I don't think I've ever used in a stealth mission, but it might be effective for destroying walls or structures to get inside a base, but it's very visible and it's pretty loud. So I'm going to put this one in D. Now we're looking at C4. C4 may just be the best item to use if you're trying to get inside someone's base. You can get inside of it, whether it's metal, stone, wood, thatch. You just need enough of it is the thing. The only drawback to C4 is that it is very loud. And you know the little beeps that you hear when people throw down C4? It's very recognizable. If someone hears those little beeps, they know something's going down, so you better hurry. But I think you should always be strapped with C4, whether you're going on any raid, stealth, aggressive raid, anything. I'm going to put this one in S tier. S tier is just going to be, you should always have these items on your person in any raid, especially a stealth raid. A spear, I don't know, what are we, cavemen? We're assassins. We don't use wooden spears. This goes in trash. A metal pickaxe. These tools, a metal pick, a metal hatchet, a metal axe, a metal sickle. Well, I don't know about a metal sickle. I'm just going to put a metal sickle in trash. I know that goes there. A metal pickaxe and a hatchet can be used to get inside people's base. And maybe not if it's metal, maybe not if it's stone, but if it's wood, it is a very stealthful way to get inside somebody's base. You just take your metal hatchet out and you start going at the door. It might take a while. It might take a long while, depending on your melee damage. But if you want to make the least amount of noise possible, then the metal hatchet or the metal pickaxe is the best way to go. I'm going to put the metal hatchet at S, the metal pick at A. Ooh, now we have oil jars. Oil jars, I'm a fan of. I like oil jars. They slow people down. And the best thing of all, you can put somebody inside of a cage, throw an oil jar down, and burn them to death. Oh, wait, did I say death? You can burn them to unconsciousness. Oil jars, I'm going to put them at B. Now we have a primitive bow. Same thing with the compound bow. I'm going to put this in C. And now we have a smoke grenade. You guys know what goes down with this thing. One of the key stealth items to use in a stealth raid. Smoke grenades are great for confusing the victim, confusing the targets. If they spot you, you throw one down. No, you throw like 10 down. And you can either run away or you can hide in a different spot. Very useful to use if you get into a pickle. And if you're eating a pickle too, they're good to use. So I'm going to put this one in S. I would have this on me at all times. We have an assault rifle for stealth raids. Please, this is going in trash. Bolas are great for making your victim your bitch. If you want to completely immobilize your victim, bolas are a great thing to use for that. The only drawbacks with bolas is that you have to be an expert thrower. They're kind of hard to use. For some reason, still in 2022, there is a delay when you throw a bola. It's very annoying. So you have to account for that. That's going to bring the bolas down a couple tiers. But if you can catch your target slipping, if he's standing still twiddling his fingers, you can get an easy shot on him with bolas. I would suggest using a bola as your first encounter with them, because once you've got them immobilized, then you could do anything you want to them, and I mean anything. I want to put bolas at A. Now we have a metal pike. Metal pikes, I'm trying to think of something that they'd be good for. I can't think of anything. I'm going to put these at D tier. Now I'm really not sure what this is. A cluster grenade. If stealth is completely out of the question and you just want to completely wipe your target off the face of the map, then, you know, a cluster grenade may be the option for you. But we're talking about what items are good for stealth raids, and a cluster bomb is just not it. So I'm going to put this one in trash tier. Primitive hatchet, that's going in trash. You might as well have a metal one. Primitive shotgun, trash. What is this, a harpoon gun? I'm not sure. I don't know too much about the harpoon gun. I've never considered using a harpoon gun in a stealth raid. It may just have some uses, but I can't think of any. So I'm going to put this in question mark. RPG. An RPG is like a C4 sniper. If you want to remove a wall, from a distance, an RPG would be great for that. Maybe you can have an assassin friend sitting in the distance with an RPG. He blows the wall for you, and then you sneak right in. I don't think I've ever used an RPG before. I'm going to put this one in C tier. Cryopods. Cryopods are good for storing your dinos. They're also good for when your victim stores their dinos in cryopods in their storage box. You loot the storage box and you steal all their dinos. Even though I've never used a cryopod in a stealth raid before, it would be very useful for sneaking in dinos into people's bases if you need that to be done. I'm going to put this one in C tier. Now we have turrets. I hate turrets, so they're going in trash. Fabricated shotgun, great for close quarters, does quite a bit of damage. It's pretty inconsistent, but once it actually hits good, then it's good. I'm going to put this one in C tier. The Electro Prod, probably one of my favorite weapons. If you have a strong enough electroprod, you can knock someone unconscious in one hit. The only thing is you have to get close enough to them, but if you're a master dark assassin, that's not going to be a problem. Although nowadays it seems people put a lot of points into their fortitude to be able to withstand a hit from an electroprod, which gets pretty annoying. So you may just want to carry 2 ascendant level electroprods to get the job done. I'm putting this one on an S tier. Always have this one in your possession. Fabricated sniper, great for getting things done long distance. It's fairly quiet, especially if you put a silencer on it. A little too loud for me. I'm going to put this one in D tier. Fabricated pistol, trash. Primitive pickaxe, trash. Not too sure what this is. Is it a tech sniper rifle? I think it's a railgun. Railgun. Railgun may be useful for picking people off from a distance. Haven't used it too much. I'm putting this one in D. And I'm not too sure what this is. What is this? It looks like an alien sperm cell. I don't know anything about this. This goes in question tier. Now we have the bear traps. One for humans, one for creatures and dinos. You guys know I am a huge fan of traps until I'm not. Until I forget where they are and I step in them myself, then they're my worst enemy. But they're great when it works in my favor, when my victim gets trapped in them and is trapped in them for a very long time. Like, it's unbelievable how hard it is to get out of a bear trap. You could log out, log back in, but you'd still be in the bear trap. They're quiet, they're passive. You could place hundreds around someone's base. I think the bear traps, these gotta be S tier. Always have these in your possession. The boomerang. I'm not too much of a fan of a boomerang. I would rather use trank darts than a boomerang. This is going in D tier. Wait, are these chem lights? We have 2 chem lights. This is going in trash. Ooh, and now we got the crossbow. Okay, before we get into the crossbow, I gotta let you guys know that we are starting a new season on Fjordor. That is the new Ark map. And if you guys want to join my server, there will be a link for you in the description. Join our Discord. All the links for you to join the server will be on there. Who knows? Maybe I'll test out some of these weapons that I haven't tested out yet. And I may just test it out on you if you're on the server. So the crossbow, a crossbow I've used from the very beginning. You can use trank arrows. You can use grappling hooks, which is the main thing I use it for. Grappling hooks are amazing. I don't think grappling hooks are on here, but grappling hooks are great for getting around just everywhere. If you want to get on top of a base, you want to get on top of a behemoth gateway, you want to fall off a mountain and not die, you use a grappling hook to grapple onto the mountain, or you can even grapple hook your victim into your hands. Crossbow is great. I always suggest you have a crossbow on you in your stealth missions. That's going in S tier. Now we have a metal sword. I don't know what you'd use this for. Oh, okay, maybe if you want to beat down a wooden door, this might be useful. So I'm going to put this in the same tier as... I'm going to put this in B tier. Honestly, the sword might be better than a hatchet for getting into people's bases. I don't know. I haven't tested it out. You guys let me know in the comments. Now we have a chainsaw. A chainsaw is like a sword on Hulk steroids. This thing can very easily take down a wooden door. It's kind of loud, but it's quick and efficient. It's good for getting in quick and getting out quick if you need to. I'm going to put this one in A. Climbing picks. I think climbing picks are great. They are quieter than a grappling hook. I don't think they're as fun. They're kind of annoying to use, but they have their place in stealth raids. I'm going to put this one in A tier. Now we have scout drones. Scout drones, I think, are very underutilized, especially in stealth raids. These can be great for scouting the area, finding where to enter the base and where to exit. They're great for scouting and figuring out how many victims and targets that you're dealing with. A very good item to use for gathering information. And information and planning your attack is half the battle of a stealth raid. I'm going to put this in A tier. Wooden club. Very rudimentary, but it works. If you put all your stats up on melee damage and you got a good club on you, you could take people out in one hit and they wouldn't know what happened. A very good lightweight weapon to have on you, and it's cheap. I'm putting this in S tier. Now we have these speaker tripwires that make noise when somebody trips it. I can't think of a scenario to use this in. This is going in trash. Torches. Torches are great if you don't care about stealth and you just want to be seen and you want to be taken and used as someone's toilet. I'm putting this one in trash. This one, what is this? An IED. I don't think I've ever used this. I believe it blows up when somebody trips the wire. And again, we're not here to blow people up or kill them. The explosion might damage the goods. I'd want to use the narcotic tripwire over this IED. I'm going to put this one in D tier. Slingshots. We've actually used this in a stealth raid before. You got to hit your shots. A slingshot can knock people out. You just have to hit your shots. You got to get direct headshots every single time. Although it is cheap and it uses rocks as ammo. So if you're a dark assassin just starting out, a slingshot may just be your weapon of choice. Maybe not choice, but it's what you're going to have to use if you don't have the resources available to you. I'm going to put this one in D tier. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got narcotic grenades. I know I said the electroprod was probably my favorite stealth weapon to use, but now that I'm seeing the narcotic grenade here, I got to change my mind. Narcotic grenades are great to use. They're great for knocking people out, and they're great for keeping people knocked out. It's also great for closing areas off. If you want to cover your exit path, throw these puppies down, and it's going to take a while before they can start coming after you. You need to have 50 of these on you in every stealth raid. I'm putting this in. You know what? Let's make an S+ category. Now we have the tech sword. Tech sword, I've never used. I feel like this would be a great weapon to use. It is expensive. It's probably going to be louder than a metal hatchet or sword. I've never used it, so I'm not too sure where to put this. I'm going to put this in C. I don't know what this is. I actually don't know what this is. And now we have plant Z grenades, basically flashbangs. I think they're good for disorienting your victim, although I have tried these on myself and they don't really flash you. It's just kind of an annoying buzzing with a slightly whited out vision. I think it could be way more effective. If the flashing effect was more effective, then I may just put this in A or S tier. But because of those reasons, I'm going to put this in C tier. It's lucky to be in C. And there we go, guys. That is the Stealth Raid tier list. Let me know what you guys think. If you disagree with me or you want me to try out one of these weapons I haven't tried in a stealth mission yet, let me know in the comments. Also, join my ARC server. We are starting a Fjordor season here very soon, right when it releases. Join the Discord link in the server to find out all the server information. All the information on how to join my servers are in the Discord link in the description. Join the Discord. All the information for you to join will be in there, and I'll see you guys in the next video.